Hello everyone, this is Sean 71986. I hope you're having a fantastic Monday and also happy Martin Luther King Day. Yes, today is Martin Luther King's birthday, so you know. Well, I was gonna celebrate that holiday, but turns out I'm celebrating another Black Monday. Wow, two holidays on a Monday. And I had to work. Hey man, money. Hey man, money is money. You know how it is, man. But yeah, so wow, I thought that they would give this guy another chance, but it turns out the Bills want to go in a different direction. Yes, the Bills after coming from their 33-30 overtime divisional round loss to the Denver Broncos, the Bills are decided to go in a different direction. That means that they will be firing Sean McDermott after 9 seasons. I mean, it's from ESPN. Bills fire head coach Sean McDermott after 9 seasons, no Super Bowls. Wow, really? Did they really have to put in the no Super Bowls bullshit? Kind of a dick move, man. It's like, dude already got fired, man. Like, why did you rub salt in the room? I mean, no need to rub salt in the room. That's my thing. The Buffalo Bills fired head coach Sean McDermott on Monday after another season that failed to end in a Super Bowl appearance. But the team did promote Brandon Beane to president of football operations. Oh yeah, Brandon Beane. Y'all know who he is. He's the guy who didn't give Josh Allen or the Buffalo Bills the much needed offensive weapons they need to succeed in making it to the AFC Championship game. Yeah. Didn't do jack shit to help build a roster and give them some wide receivers. But, you know, the Bills, they decided to promote him to president of football operations. You know what we call this? Failing upwards. He should have been fired too, but that's hurt him. Sean has done an admirable job of leading our football team for the past 9 seasons. Owner Terry Pagula said in this statement, but I feel we are in need of a new structure within our leadership to give this organization the best opportunity to take our team to the next level. We owe that to our players and to Bills Mafia. The Bills lost 33-30 to the Denver Broncos in overtime in the AFC divisional round, marking another year of falling short in the playoffs. It was the fourth time in 5 seasons that the Bills exit in the divisional round. Well, I mean, if you kind of look at it from a logical standpoint, at least they didn't get bounced in the wild card, like another head coach. Y'all know who I'm talking about. McDermott, who is 51 years old, leads Buffalo with a 98-50 record in the regular season and an 8-8 mark in the postseason, including 2 AFC Championship losses to the Kansas City Chiefs, 2020 and 2024 seasons. He have won 5 consecutive AFC East titles from 2020 to 2024 and finished second at 12-5 behind the New England Patriots this season. Sean helped change the mindset of this organization and was instrumental in the Bills becoming a phenomenal playoff team. Pagula said in a statement, I respect all the work, loyalty, and attention to detail he showed for this team and the community. McDermott could emerge as a head coaching candidate for other NFL teams that now have an opening. McDermott told his staff on Monday that he intends to continue coaching, a source told ESPN Adam Schefter. Besides the Bills, 7 NFL teams are currently having coaching vacancies. Miami Dolphins, Tennessee, Baltimore, Pittsburgh, Las Vegas, Arizona, and Cleveland. Beane, who will remain in his role as general manager in addition to taking the increased responsibility as president of football operations, will lead the team search for a new head coach as Buffalo prepare to debut in a new stadium next season. Brandon will oversee all facets of our football operations, Pagula said. I have full faith in him and have witnessed Brandon's outstanding leadership style and have confidence in his ability to lead our organization. You sure about that? Like, are you sure about that? B was hired at the Bills just months after McDermott in 2017. The loss The loss of the Broncos continued the Bills' streak of not reaching the Super Bowl since becoming the only team in NFL history to lose four straight Super Bowls from 1990 to 1993. And for those of you who don't know who the teams are, I'll give you a refresher in all those Super Bowl losses they suffered. They lost to the New York Giants, they lost to the Washington Redskins, and they lost to the Dallas Cowboys not once, but twice. Seriously though, I actually got the DVD of when the Redskins did play against the Buffalo Bills in that Super Bowl. Also, the late great John Madden and Pat Summerall did that game. Legends, legends. And it extended their record of the most wins in a 7-season span without a Super Bowl appearance, including the playoffs, 91. The change will lead to reigning MVP quarterback Josh Allen, who is 29, having a new coach for the first time in his professional career. Allen is going into his ninth NFL season next year and has the most playoff wins, 8, and starts, 15, by any other quarterback without a Super Bowl start in the Super Bowl era. Post-game locker room and news conference following Saturday's loss were a more emotional one than after the team's other recent exits, with Allen tearing up the podium. McDermott pronounced he was defending both Buffalo and the entire organization after a lengthy answer about a controversial call by the refs in overtime. McDermott went 0-3 in postseason overtimes during his Bills career. McDermott's 98-50 record in the regular season marked the second best winning percentage and second most wins in the league during that time, behind only the Chiefs. He led the team to break a historic 18-year playoff drought in the 2017. Defense attackers Jordan Phillips and Daquan Jones showed their frustration at McDermott's firing on Instagram story posts. "This shit here is so stupid, honestly sickening," Phillips posted. "The best coach I've ever been around." Jones posted, "Don't make sense, but y'all got what you wanted." McDermott has been a consistent defender of Buffalo, often speaking up about what the Western New York community means to him and the drive of establishing a culture and bringing a Super Bowl title to that area for the first time. "Yes, I want to win a Super Bowl and a World Championship. What is also important to me, however, is doing things the right way and giving a community hope that they haven't experienced lately," McDermott said before the start of the 2025 season. "And one day, even if and when we win a World Championship, those wins or losses are unfortunately sometimes fleeting. And what's most important is how you do the job, and you do your best in your life that you're trying to live. Because I think the impact is more lasting than anything, wins and losses. So I do try to keep things in perspective. Doesn't mean sorry, this phone. Okay, sorry about this technical difficulties and whatnot. Jesus, come on, come on. Sorry, I'm switching to the other phone because my old one is. Here it is. Mm. Okay, McDermott has been consistent of defender. Okay, I read that part. Here it is. Bills Mafia, you are one of one. McDermott said in a statement, "It has been a joy and an inspiration to witness your passion and commitment firsthand. I always wanted our team to play with the same level of toughness and grit that is true to Buffalo, and that you demonstrated every day. Thank you for allowing me to serve as your head coach. Since 2019, the Bills have the most win. Since 2019, the Bills have the most wins in the 7 season stretch without a Super Bowl appearance, including the playoffs. The Bills have become the fourth team in the Super Bowl era to win a playoff game in 6 straight seasons. The previous three all won Super Bowls in those spans. The Bills' top priority is winning with Allen, who turns 30 in May this year. He's coming off a down year, throwing for 25 touchdowns, his fewest since his second season in 2019, and have been sacked a career high 40 times. He also ran for 14 touchdowns, second most of his career. The Bills had one of the league's best rushing offense, led by James Cook, who became Buffalo's first player to win the NFL rushing title since O.J. Simpson in 1976. The running scheme was designed by offensive line coach Aaron Coleman, who announced his retirement Sunday. McDermott led the Bills' defense, which allows the third fewest points per game, 20.2 points per game, in the regular season during his tenure. That number, however, jumped to 28.7 points per game, given up in road playoff games, where the Bills went 1-7 since 2017. This year's unit, which ranked 12th in defensive efficiency, ended up being the more reliable side of the ball late in the season, finishing as the league's leading pass defense, 156.9 yards allowed per game. That, however, was impacted by issues. By issues. So yeah, I'll leave the article up if you would read this, so you can take a look. Cause my phones are starting to be, be a little acting up a little bit. But honestly, I feel like, look, I get that they want to fire him, and I understand that. But honestly, I felt like it's not really his fucking fault that they just had bad luck. The problem is Brendan Bean, who decided to not address the team's issues by getting some weapons for Josh Allen to get in order for them to, like, try to do their best, and of course it sells. And the fact that Terry Bagula decided to fire McDermott but promote Bean as president of football operations, it's just ass fucking backwards, to be perfectly honest. Listen, was Sean McDermott a terrible head coach? No. No. He has some play call issues, but he's nowhere near the level of incompetence like Mike Tomlin. But to try to pin all this shit, all this doom and gloom on Josh Allen and the head coach is not only stupid, it's also downright fucked up. Because why the fuck are you putting this blame on those two, but not blaming the front office? I don't get that. I really don't fucking get that. And like I said, this sucks, but I really, really hope they find a damn good head coach, and they find a GM that can actually address some of the issues that the team needed. And also, they need to start getting some weapons. Need some weapons for Josh Allen, because let's be real, this May coming up, he turns 30, the big 3-0. So they got to do something, and they got to do something fast. But yeah, we'll definitely see how this one plays out. And also, if you're a Dolphins fans, I just want to give you a heads up. The Dolphins are hiring former Packers defensive coordinator Jeff Hafley as their head coach. So it looks like that the Dolphins, they're going to be needing. Oh wait, no, it looks like the Packers are going to be needing a defensive coordinator now, and there's a market for some defensive coordinators. We'll see how this plays out. But anywho, that's my take. But let me know what you think, okay? As always, be sure to leave a comment, like this video, subscribe to this channel, click notification bell so it's an update, share your friends, share your neighbors, share to others, and that's about it. Until next time, this is Sean 77986 signing off. Thank you for watching this video. Really means a lot. I'll see you in the next one. Catch you later. Bye! Man. If I had a table, I would totally crash into one. You know, show solidarity to Josh. Show some love to Sean McDermott, because it's like, I mean, come on, 9 years he put up a really good damn record. You ain't gonna get a better coach. You ain't gonna get a coach with that kind of record anytime soon again. But you never know nowadays. You never know.